I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comics and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Nightwing, issue number 32. Dick Grayson is at the mercy of a vengeful Raptor. Will he be able to defeat him, or will he lose everything in the process? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, Raptor takes this opportunity to reiterate his origin story and his own personal relationship with Dick Grayson, how he was a Romany with a background in the European circus who had fallen in love with Dick Grayson's mother. Unfortunately, they couldn't be together, and as such, he decided to stay in the shadows and protect her from afar. Many years later, Raptor would attempt to turn Dick Grayson to his side, make him give up on Batman's teachings and follow him in fighting crime his own personal, very selfish, very self-centered way. Now, Raptor is holding Dick Grayson hostage in the casino run by Blockbuster. He could kill him at any moment, and if Nightwing was to try and fight back or even try and stop Raptor, he would out himself to the criminally run casino. Now, across town, Sean, Dick Grayson's current ex-girlfriend, the reformed supervillainous Defacer, and the rest of the reformed supervillain support group known as the Runoffs, have together all come to the realization that Raptor isn't working alone in Bludhaven. He's actually joined forces with Defacer's ex-supervillain mentor, Pigeon. They're all still currently kinda mad at Dick Grayson, but they decide to put their differences aside to help him out because it's what their dead friend Gizmo would have wanted. Gizmo, for those of you who don't remember, had died in the service of Dick Grayson, and in doing so kind of redeemed himself and became a hero in his own right. Now, while Nightwing can't make a big scene in the casino right now, he decides that while he has a captive audience with Raptor, he's going to let him in on some stuff he learned. You see, Dick never did actually believe Raptor's origin story. He felt it was all too convenient, that his costume was too well put together. And perhaps the biggest smoking gun of all, if Raptor loved Dick's mom so much, why didn't he save her that night she died on the trapeze? Well, for that, Dick put his detective shoes on, interviewed everyone he could, and he believes he's put together a pretty likely scenario. Dick says that Raptor didn't save his mother that night because he found a much better score. He was going to try and rob Bruce Wayne, the symbol of everything he hated about the rich ruling elite that made his life hell growing up. In doing so, proving that the only thing Raptor really loved was money and himself. Why, even the hand on which Raptor wears his fancy glove that gives him his power, well, that's just a big fancy cage for the hand that did all the thieving. Raptor gets a good chuckle out of this story, perhaps confirming that a lot of it is true, if not all of it is true. Not that any of this really matters in the end to Raptor. He's all ready to pull off his greatest caper to date, and that is to reveal the people of Bludhaven as the true evil that they are, by using Roland Desmond's very own Blockbuster formula to make all the rich, snobby blue bloods of the city every bit the monsters on the outside they are on the inside. This means Nightwing, the cops, and the Runoffs are all going to have to deal with a bunch of roided up supermen who are going to rampage across the city if they're not stopped. And it's right there the comic comes to a close. So that's Nightwing number 32, everybody, and overall I enjoyed it. This is Tim Seeley's last story, as I keep saying, and it's interesting that he takes a nice little breather in this issue. I think Raptor is a good example of how you can inject a new character into an already pre-established origin story and not have it feel forced. This issue also goes out of its way to wrap up some loose ends that have been hanging since the first arc involving Orca and the Whalers gang. It definitely felt like Seeley always had a strong ending in mind, and all the points are converging right now, and I like that when a story comes together. Overall, I feel comfortable giving this one an 8 out of 10. It's just so pleasant. So that's Nightwing, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, why not check out some of the other videos I have available from the channel. Then you could follow me on social media at Cape Joel, so you're always up to date on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you want to pick up this or any other comic book trade for a killer price, then please use my book depository link down in the description. Not only will you not pay a cent for shipping and handling, but every book you buy supports me and the channel. So until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.